Man, thanks so much for doing this interview. This is the first time we're getting a chance to meet, so great meeting you. And if anything, you got to know when it comes to country music, Canadian country music, huge fan, because really when I started doing what I do, it was the country artist that embraced me and everything. How does it feel to be part of a genre, man, that is leaps and bounds right now? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's in the water. But I remember in the 90s it was big, but nothing compared now. There are so many great Canadian country artists, man. You're one of them.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. I mean, like a lot of people don't know this, but country is the biggest genre in the world. Nothing bigger than country music. I mean, I have fans all like China, everywhere. It's like India. Like it blows my mind sometimes, and it's great to be a part of the Canadian country music community. And I mean, this is be my 4th record. I've been doing it. My first record came out in 1998, so I've been doing it a long time. So.
Wow, and of course you're here. I mean, right now we're just outside the TD Green Room with a lot of great artists from all genres a part of it. It's Juno Award weekend. How do you feel about being part of this kind of fun?
Oh, it's awesome. And, especially TD. I mean, I do a ton of festivals, and TD is always sponsoring the stage. That's so much of an investment in music in this country, and I hope people recognize that. But I love to come to these events and be, and thrown into the mix. Like, I was just talking to a hip-hop artist because I want to do a collaboration. I want to sing on a hip-hop track, like Tim McGraw, Nelly, and she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, like I want to cross borders. I want to, music's music and people love music, but I want to, just every opportunity I want to take,
But in this time now, country music has been doing a lot of that. Who am I thinking of? Oh God, Florida Georgia Line. Like, there's a lot of that transfer going on, whether it's be hip hop, reggae. It doesn't matter. You can mix it in with country music right now.
Oh, for sure. And you know what? I think what happens is a lot of artists realize when they do work with a country artist, because it's such a huge genre, and you can go anywhere and perform country music. You can't go to Moose Jaw and do a hip hop show maybe sometimes because they're not, but as a country. So if you do a collaboration, it opens up a world of opportunity. So, and it's like if I can help them and they can help me, and I think we need to unite and work together as artists, and our main goal is to share our music and get it out to the world. So helping each other is only going to make this business better.
But you're also always giving back too, because we were just talking. You did a fundraiser just recently, right?
Yeah, I did a fundraiser for Rainbow Refugee on Thursday night, and if you don't know what Rainbow Refugee is, they sponsor people in the LGBTQ2 to bring them over to Canada when they're in harm's way. One of my really good friends is a refugee. He was from Montenegro in Serbia, and he had death threats because he started the first Pride. So he came and spoke, and we raised over $7,000 for Rainbow Refugee on Thursday night. And it costs about $20,000 to bring one person over, so they're set up. So we helped them raise some money for that, and it was a great evening. Yeah.
Why was it important for you to be involved with this event?
Just because I'm an out artist. I came out in 2002 in country music. I lost a major record deal because of it, but like I was telling you before we went on air, your integrity is all you really have in this life, right? And I think everybody's put here for a purpose and a reason, and I was put here as a singer-songwriter and my own personal experience to share my story and inspire people. And I've helped so many people. Like I get frustrated sometimes because maybe I don't get, if it's a grant or a gig or whatever, but then I get an email from a 19-year-old kid in Pennsylvania who said, I heard about you today, listening to music, and I just want to let you know you're our voice. I had a gun in my mouth, and you saved my life, and I came up to my parents and thank you. So it makes it all worth it at the end of the day. We just want to be embraced for who we are, right?
It's kind of funny because to me, when it comes to country music tells the best stories. So I figure with things that have gone on in your life, that's the genre you should be in to tell your story.
Yeah, and you know what, for me is I've always been gender neutral with my music, right? I want everybody to hear Patrick Masse. So I've always talked about, let's talk about love, let's talk about you. And that's the thing I think that my message is to be just inclusive, I want And you know, you're right. Like that's how I started. I wrote a song when I was 14 and sent it to MCA Records. And for whatever reason, the assistant A&R director, Kathy Gibbings, never forget her. She started corresponding to me. I was a 14-year-old. Most kids wanted what when they were 14 for Christmas, and I wanted an electric Smith Corona typewriter so I could write into Star Search and record companies. And that's how I started. Like, and I just as a songwriter, you know, and wanting to get my message out there, my story, and so. All these years later, I'm still doing it. So,
okay. So you got an EP I heard you're working on, but you have a single out now, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit of Saturdays out right now, and we're gonna Let's Ride next. So, and my other, you know, this will be my 4th record. So,
okay.
yeah.
Now the single, what's that about?
It was just kind of a party anthem. It's a little bit of Saturday. I want to, you know, down a couple shots, tell the DJ we're ready. We're hitting up the floor for a little bit of Saturday. Everybody works hard for their money, and they just want to go out on the weekend and, you know, have a good time. So we just did a kind of a party anthem, and it's actually been really well received. So.
And what's the EP going to be like?
It's kind of similar stuff. We did. We've got like the Let's Ride I told you, which is kind of a driving song, and then we did a bluegrass country cover of Crazy for You, Madonna, so that's going to come out on the record as well. And then we're writing a couple other tunes that we're in the studio doing right now. So.
Fantastic. Any chance of touring? Any chance of hitting Toronto, anywhere down there in Ontario?
I'm in Toronto on April 26th at the Dakota, and then I'm in Ottawa, and then I head to Seattle, then back to New York, so I'm all over the place. So. Yeah.
Look, before you go, though, what inspirational words can you give folks out there who, you know, they're having tough times, you know? You've gone through tough times, but somehow you've always made it. You've always reached for those stars. What advice can you give them for those folks so hopefully they'll be able to reach their dreams?
You know, nothing worth having comes easy, and you know what? It's. I live my life by that statement. And another thing about don't hurry, but don't wait. But you know what? There's nobody that on this planet that is like you. You're unique, and if you feel, and I always say this, there's very few shepherds in life, and if you're chosen to be a shepherd, lead. And put yourself out there. If you have a voice and you have a platform, it's for a reason. Don't take it lightly. Yeah.
Website, Twitter, social media, where do you go to follow you?
Yeah, patrickmasse.com, M-A-S-S-E. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, I'm everywhere.
Fantastic, my friend. Thank you so much. And you're coming to Toronto, so looking forward to seeing your show.
Awesome. Thank you so much.